Hello YouTube, Stuart here from Utradia. Today we are going to be looking at MMAT metamaterials. So this might be a little bit different than other YouTube videos that you might have seen about MMAT. The reason being is we are looking at it from the social sentiment, social trends perspective. So before diving into it, if you guys can please like, subscribe, that'd mean a ton to me. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If there's anything else you want to see, happy to do a video about it. I'm here to help you guys become better investors. Okay, let's dive into it. So the social sentiment dashboard, this brings in real-time data from Twitter and Stocktwits for any stock that is out there. So whatever stock you're holding in your portfolio, or if you're looking for a scanner, this is the tool. Right now I already have MMAT filtered, search for it, and I'm looking over the last 72 hours what's been going on. In green I have price, in purple I have impressions. And impressions are the number of people that see a tweet that has the hashtag MMAT. And the idea behind this is the more people that see a tweet with the hashtag MMAT, the more people that are aware about it. You build a bunch of social momentum, and typically we see an increase in trading volume, and the stock price correlates it with it as well. So in the last 72 hours, this gives you a bit of an overview with what's been going on with MMAT. So we've seen posts, so tweets, comments, likes, and impressions all up for this 72-hour period versus the last 72 hours. So this is typically a sign of a obviously positive trend, unless the sentiment around MMAT is negative, but we'll look at that in a second. Okay, why don't we jump in, because right here we see a bit of a spike in impressions. So what we can do is either look at the influencer feed or the direct feed. So influencer feed is all the main accounts that are talking about MMAT. So the reason it's useful is obviously news, sentiment, things like this drive the price of stocks, especially nowadays in this type of choppy trading environment. So this gives us a sense of kind of the main accounts that are tweeting about MMAT instead of you having to search through news or Twitter to find it, but it's all right here. Okay, so it looks like MetaMaterials appoints a new chief marketing officer. That's typically a good sign. Marketing is extremely important, especially for a company like MetaMaterials. So based on this news, this kind of came out a little bit in pre-market. We then see the price go from 155 all the way up to about close just shy of 170. So pretty good jump that day. And I'd say that was mostly driven by the news we saw that morning. Okay, just seeing what this impression spike was. Looks like there's a few accounts that are tweeting about MMAT. And then we can jump over and see kind of what's going on for other time periods. Okay, brand new, make progress during the pandemic is impressive. MetaFam. So, like I said, we saw this increase in impressions, correlated jump in price. The other day, choppy markets opened at, let's see, $1.73, essentially dropped down a little bit, but then closed back around $1.70. And then today in the trading, again, a bit of a pre-market trend in impressions. A lot of people talking and tweeting about MMAT, another jump. So we went from 169. Let's see, open was closer to 170, bit of a dip, but then closed around $178 a share. So as I said, this is super useful to track, what's going on with metamaterials, what people are saying about it, and it all comes back to these types of trends matter nowadays, whether you like it or not. This type of trend is useful as a trader or as an investor. Just before we wrap up, well, let's take a quick look at the sentiment for MMAT. Okay, sentiment, prefer the bar for this. So sentiment, if you guys aren't aware, 100 is overall positive sentiment, negative 100, obviously negative sentiment. MMAT seems to maintain a fairly positive sentiment, which is a great sign. That means people tweeting about MMAT are all tweeting or mostly tweeting positive things. And if you see positive tweets or positive news about a stock, typically the stock price will go up. So hopefully you guys found this useful. Like I said, I'll leave the links in the description below. Please like, subscribe, would mean a ton to me. Drop a comment if you have any questions, happy to answer them. And happy trading.